Hi guys, FrostFangs here, back with the Paladins video. Of course, I hope you're doing well. Playing some Torvald today, kind of in honor of the Torvald in the Betty video a little bit, but I had him on my list anyway. The build's pretty much the same though, no reason to go in and tweak it. The health is still super strong. Obviously the science is still absolutely massive. This card is maybe a little bit too good to be honest with you. They, for some reason, I think buffed this one since the last video, but some other cards are still, sort of popular and do see a decent amount of play. He's got a strange mix of some cards that are just really, really good compared to others that are just really, really strange. Direct current probably for the talent, even though I think I called it an L5 before. And yeah, I do have a few variants of the build. I don't really run anywhere near as much. Feel kind of weird about his stance just in general, like I've talked about in other videos, and it's kind of been a theme of the past couple in a weird way, but feel steady and thanks Grandpa could do with some work for sure, even if it ends up, with them moving some stuff weirdly with his kit. Although I'm pretty sure I read somewhere at some point, and this kind of goes into me wanting changes for him, that they said they were going to maybe rework him because he is a really tough character to balance. The last, I think, focus of the video was that he literally just wins games sometimes, and he is a bit of an auto-win champion in a lot of scenarios. So I think that might be the right idea, rework, instead of me complaining and talking a ton about his kit, which I'm going to not really do too much in this video. It's going to be a little more laid back and gameplay focused, because I did that in the last one, and yeah, he's really, really good. He could do with some changes for sure, but if they're going to go the road of reworking him, that might be a better idea. Alright, so for game one, Siege Timber Mill, which I will refuse to comment on, we got an Andro, Corvus, Lian, and a Vivian versus Double Sniper, Kinessa, and Strix, Ying, Nyx, and Andro. A little bit scared. Direct current definitely still the play here, and then the silent setup. I don't really know why I'd go for the other ones here. There's a little inspect on the weapon, one of my favourites. It really does change Torvald, even though it's the same theme, like a mechanical arm sort of thing. It's got a very different sort of aesthetic to it. Don't know why I'm even pointing it out, because I played this one a ton of times before. I just wish he had more skins. Also, what is this emote? I've seen the start up of it, but I've never seen him doing the weird arm sway before. Gonna start with armor plating here because they have the double sniper, double wrecker, a triple wrecker, and a bunch of unbound eminence. Yeah, we're getting pretty heavily counted here. Spring influence, dark gifts, and then booby trap. But it's kind of the main thing with Torvald, which I talked about in the other videos, that even if you're getting countered by wrecker and resilience, you've forced the enemy team to grab 2 items, which is kind of insane. It's also not called resilience, it's unbound. I wish I'd remember that more, but yeah, it's the main thing I'm talking about. There's double snipers just there for free. I understand the team can't peek, but when I'm being hit the entire time, I kind of wish they would. The team's kind of holding up though, only the Vivian got cleared. Steady aim, Darkstalker, Life Exchange, Shuffles, and Nocturnals are all pretty much what you'd expect throughout the talent list there. We're going to jump on the point, see if we can do summon. Ying blinking away, just going to get shot. Silence here isn't really doing much versus her, but Silence on the Ying should be kind of massive. Resilience is super annoying, try to get as many shots there as possible. I think I'm just dead. Wish the Kinessa maybe get some hits on her. You still hit really hard. Obviously, it has been nerfed a little bit since the last video where you used to hit for 200 a shot. It's down to 195, which will add up over the course of a game, but you're still hitting really, really hard for a tank. Don't know why I'm doing. Corvus has got the thing on me. I think they're expecting me to go up. The right click just bugged because I guess the teleporter doesn't work properly. We'll throw the Nyx off. Yeah, sure. Actually use the Torvald ultimate the way it's meant to be used and got a play out of it. Nice. Hello, Strix. I think we can just rush him down, can't we? Yeah. Again, Torvald's damage, very, very good. Dead to the Andro. I don't know what's going on with the team play in this one. Corvus is healing, but damage-wise, I don't think we can match the double snipers. Vivian is going to have a very tough time actually in this one. Don't know why the camera for Paladins is always at ass height when they back into a wall. That just happens every time. Not trying to criticize the team at all. If anything, I'm just praising their side, but if I feel like I could beat world's best Torvald here and we'd still probably lose it, which you kind of hate to have matches like, but yeah, the full-on wrecker there, wrecker 2, wrecker 2, wrecker 2 on all the damages, and a full unbound as well, so the silence is counted, the shield is counted. Again, don't think it really would have mattered. We throw the shield there on the Vivian, she's actually still up. Silence there for the Nyx, there's the F. Definitely not going to praise them too much, even though I think they are doing really, really well here, just because the comp is kind of crazy. The Kinessa, Strix, we actually managed to somehow get rid of the Ying there. That's the main thing. Ying and Nyx is already kind of crazy. The double sniper plus an Andro, that team comp is just kind of crazy, and yeah, the end is at this point just giving up. Their team just went kind of massive. We're going to go for an ultimate here and throw off the Strix at least. There we go. I could have done the Nyx. I tried to get 2, but we'll take the Strix. It's not going to matter. Yeah, 0-4. At least we get out of it quick and we can jump into a game 2. Their team comp was insane. Their synergy is also just a little bit crazy. That much wrecker, that much resilience. Props to, I think it was the Makar for popping the skin booster, because now we can actually use the Revenant skin, which I always forget exists. Got a pretty crazy team comp here though, with a Makar, Yag, Ying, and Cassie, who it will massively depend on. For their side, Grover, Lian, another Makar, Genos, and Pip. So bunch of healers versus a bunch of tanks. Hopefully this game will go long enough that Cauterize will end up leaning it in our favor, but you never know. Pip jumping in here very aggressively will shield, or we'll just get hooked. That works too. We'll fully gen ours back up. I think early game, before they get Wrecker, which I actually don't have any of right now, we should be kind of crazy. Silence is not going to do too much there. Really should be focused a bit more on damage. Early game though, our Ying being able to heal for a ton and Wrecker and stuff not being too high should help. Don't know what I'm doing. I'm trying to soak up a little bit from that Yag, which kind of worked. I'm dead here. We have got time to make another attempt. We've got 99%, which of course I will get armor plating because I took most of that just from the Lian. Yeah, as you can see that 3k. Ridiculous. We'll run back in. That's a Pip ult. Oh, just on the Yag. We've got the silence there to stop him from moving, and then we'll just finish him off. Don't know why she's playing so safe. She'll be playing well more aggressively, like zooming through and stuff. Maybe even with a different sort of set. I'm not sure. That's the 0-1, but Yeah, Life Exchange, Corrosive, Pluck, Impulse, Catalyst, Binary Star, Pluck, Precision, and Frosty. So all of them went for damage, which is really quite interesting. That all the supports went for like a hybrid setup. Kind of surprised to be real. I probably should have actually checked before we, went in. I also should go through that. I never do that anymore, but I definitely should for games like this where it's going to matter. I think in the future I'll try and do that a little bit more. Don't know why the Makoa and the Yag both just pushed up like a ton for no reason. Really, really weird. It's a bit of a strange game in general. Cassie's just kind of caught out. Obviously they're going to push in a ton here. Makoa hook luckily missed. John's going for an ultimate kind of to the left. We went to the right. We're all right. Shield on the Ying. I do have the ult. I guess we go for here. When else am I going to pop this? Just to try and like get them away for a bit. So the team can maybe regroup and yeah, Makoa can get back in. Don't feel like it's used like that well, most of the time. Cassie there getting some damage on him. I again don't know why Makoa kind of ran in with the Q and just died like one before I'm dead to the pip ultimate. Yeah, going for the ultimate there on the Makoa. Actually a really, really crazy angle silence there for the Leon. That's actually ridiculous at both the tanks. Pop the ult there. But our tankiness versus their healing and like damage because they were going for hybrid stuff is really, really interesting. It's a very different Paladins match and I'm actually quite enjoying it. We'll go for armor plating because we're taking all of our damage just from direct hits. As you can see, all the healers going for hybrid stuff is super annoying. I need to pay more attention to that Grover actually doing stuff like that. I'm kind of scared of the Makoa hooking as well because if he hooks us in, we're kind of dead. They don't have any Wrecker yet, so our shields are pretty massive. The right click hasn't been that good here, neither has the Q to be honest, but Silence on the Leon, maybe that'll help. Koa eventually cleared her. That was sort of a fine trade, but then pip ulted and got rid of him. Got to say Yag is playing very different, which is probably the right way for her to play because I think if she just jumped in the point she'd get kind of shredded, so her playing is sort of an off is I think the way to go. Ying is just dead. I'm really not very scary in this one. I'm trying to melt people but really isn't doing much. I think my shields are probably going to make a way more of a difference. I'm dead here. Full gen on the F. Yep, maybe we can keep the Makoa up. Gonna go for the ultimate, get him off the point. I don't think that's going to matter because no one's going to run it, and I thought maybe the Yag would. It's going to be a little bit too slow. Yeah, there we go. Cassie tried for it as well. Bit of a waste of the ultimate, but again, there isn't really going to be a particularly great spot to use it. It's most of the time just going to be moving people a little bit. Koa going for the hook on the Yag. She's in a pretty safe spot. She's been using the ultimate well. I'm trying to block a little bit for her here. Don't know how that shield works, but team fights are really back and forth in this one. Our damage drop-off is so harsh. I nearly walked into that. Cassie actually did, but yeah, damage drop-off goes from like 100 down to like 70 really, really fast. There's a silence on the Makoa. He should be gone. The Yag did see me do that, but she was a little bit slow with it. Maybe we could have had him there if I was a little bit faster. More damage on him. I feel like I'm being ignored in so many of these fights because the team's just getting bursted down. They really are super swingy or like sway or sided fights. I don't really know what the right way would be to describe it, but whenever there's like any tiny break in either side, it seems to just massively swing in that favor. We'll Q there on whoever that was on. Silence there for the Grover. Sure. What is happening? I don't know. Somehow I'm still up though. Q there. I nearly had the F. We got the shield off, I think, but it gets insta-cleared. They are getting Wrecker now. The Jones has got it, and so does Leanne. Don't know how that was a defense failed. I'm going to have to put that back. I'm going to run that clip back in the video. I think the Yag pulled the pip and was somehow in range. Didn't really see it because it was such a hectic fight and it all happened really quickly there, but yeah, I've played it back. Strange, 1-3. That kind of sucks because now we have to play super aggressive. We do have recovery mechanic, which is kind of nice, but yeah, I don't really feel like I've had much of a chance to get items. Meanwhile, they have like a ton. Armor plating 2, and then yeah, like Kronos. They've got like tons, and so did the people on my side. But just because of the way I've been playing the game, haven't really had a chance to. I'm gone. I soaked up a ton of damage there. We absorbed, yeah, a ridiculous amount. Leon is outputting a ton here. Don't know why I expected seeing decoys first. Really strange. Yag is retreating. She's definitely played as an off tank, which I think was the best thing to do. But yeah, Cassie's dead there. The Ying going for the ultimate really, really late, but I don't think it's even going to save the Yag. They're just getting the shield so insanely fast. The Q is basically just a waste, and so is the F, to be honest. I silenced the Genos. He's still up. Yag's still on the side. Going to try and go around with a flank to try and help her out. We nearly got rid of the Grover there. That was actually kind of close. We'll silence the Makoa so we can't spin. Okay, he's going to go for the ultimate. I guess I was really trying to stop that, but there we go. There's the 1-4. I feel like the 1-3 was kind of cheesy. They deserve the win anyway, for sure. It really wouldn't have mattered, but I think kind of destined to lose that one. We shielded for 106k. Healer and the damage there did their thing, and yeah, Yag did her job as an off tank. I think I played sort of fine as a bit of a weird off tank too. Makoa could have done a little bit better. Maybe play as like a full sort of, front tank character. That might have worked. I don't know, but their comp I think would be favored to win it. It's kind of hard for me to actually say because I haven't had enough experience with games like this, but yeah, especially when they go for hybrid stuff, I think they're more likely to win it, especially if they play well. But Pip did really well, so did the Generals. He was super annoying. Their Wrecker was a pain in the ass. Leon dealt a ton of damage. I feel like I got hit by her a ton. Precision felt like it was definitely doing its job. Koa did his job there too. Hooks were really, really good, especially in the early game. I didn't get caught out by them too much, but I know what the team did. Our positioning was really bad. As a team, they played like a team and, really did use their comp well. It was actually a great showcase really for that sort of strange comp working, and for ours, not so much so. Even though, again, I think we did enable the Cassie and the Ying. Her heals should probably be higher than that, actually. I'm not really sure. She did her job. I have no complaints about the team, really. Torvald still felt fine to play. Honestly, I didn't feel like I was getting that bodied, even though we kind of were as a team. Still feel like I was providing some sort of value. Even though you do win games, like I said in the other video, you can't necessarily carry them. It does still massively depend on your team and stuff. And he did get nerfed a little bit, and he's still really, really good. That is where I'm going to leave it, though. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you've enjoyed. Let me know what you want to see me next. Your thoughts on Torvald. I'll see you guys all, very, very soon. And as always, stay frosty.